host of 7 hills in Florida's capital city, covering every corner of the Big Bend. This is the award-winning News 20 at 5 Live.
Arrest warrants were issued for 2 teachers at the Magnolia School right here in Tallahassee. Good afternoon and welcome to a special edition of News 20 at 5. I'm Donovan Long.
And I'm Ayana Young.
Warrants for teachers Sunshine Jacobs and Kathleen McGlynn will have been obtained by Tallahassee Police Department for failure to report child abuse. A 12-year-old girl told staff that she had been sexually abused in January and did not feel safe at home. Jacobs and McGlynn did not alert Department of Children and Families as required by law. Instead, they developed a safety plan between the girl, her mother, and the suspect. The Magnolia School staffers are now facing failure to report child abuse charges. And there is good news for citizens in Tallahassee. There will be a new medical center on the south side part of town. Multimedia journalist Erica Miles is live in the studio to tell us more. Erica.
That's right, Donovan. The paperwork was finalized last week. As a result, Ben Cares will become a primary care model where many services can be done in one facility. Civilians will not have to travel across town anymore to get different needs. The prevention of infectious disease will be a large part of what the building will offer. There's not an exact date when the center will be open, but it will be located on the corner of South Moreau and Adams Street. Thanks. Back to you guys at the desk.
Erica, thank you. And commissioners approved $170,000 in spending that will allow the Oakland and Southside cemeteries to expand and begin planning for a 6-city cemetery. The expansions will provide space for 1,800 new grave sites and will earn the city $1.8 million. It will also ensure burial space for another 10 years. The city will add 3.23 acres from the Tallahassee International Airport for Southside Cemetery, and the city will acquire 1.6 acres from the Leon County School Board for Oakland Cemetery.
FAMU students and alumni came together at the state capitol Thursday to make their voices heard during the FAMU Day at the Capitol event. Multimedia journalist Winston Charlemont takes us inside.
Florida A&M University students and alumni made their voices heard at the FAMU Day at the Capitol event Thursday. FAMU SGA Secretary of State Michael Davis explains its importance.
It's important because I think it's important for our legislators to know that we care about our university as a student body, as alumni, and that we're willing to do whatever it takes to move us forward. I think when there's pressing issues concerning our university, it's very important and crucial that we all stand together as a student association and as a university to make sure certain laws don't get enacted and certain concerns are definitely heard.
The Rattlers had the opportunity to inform those around about FAMU and talk to representatives about issues that they have. FAMU SGA Pro Tempore Alexa Guide tells us more.
Today, a group of students, including all of us, met with 6 different representatives or their aides in regards to the guns on campus legislation. That probably was the highlight of the day, simply because we got to voice our concerns. As Mike mentioned, it's very important as students and a concerned student body and a student association that we make our voices heard.
Some of the FAMU faculty set up tables to talk about their respective programs, and a reception was scheduled Thursday evening to wrap up the FAMU Day at the Capitol event.
Current FAMU students as well as alumni are definitely taking advantage of FAMU Day at the Capitol. Both Rattlers, old and new, are coming together to make their voices heard throughout the state. Winston Charlemont, News 20 at 5.
This is an annual event that gives students and alumni a chance to make their voices heard.
Coming up on News 20 at 5, police are investigating a death in Pasco County. Stay tuned, you're watching News 20 at 5. Well, coming up after the break, Tristan Brown will be back with your weather update. Stay tuned, you're watching News 20 at 5.
Welcome back. I'm Tristan Brown with a look at today's weather. And happy Friday, everyone. This morning when you woke up, you may have noticed the wet conditions from last night. Our conditions, however, currently are cloudy skies, and we have a high of around 67 degrees. Winds are also moving northwest at about 10 to 20 miles per hour. Now tonight, we will be seeing clear skies, and temperatures will be dropping into the mid-40s. Winds will also be moving northwest at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. Now you may want to have your jackets out tonight, but you definitely won't need them tomorrow. That's because tomorrow's conditions will be nothing short of sunny skies. We will have a high near 65 degrees and winds will be moving northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. So tomorrow is going to be a great day to maybe visit the park or take a run around the neighborhood. Now let's visit our surrounding areas. All of our neighbors are experiencing temperatures within the 60s range and also are having some cloudy conditions. So it looks like we here in Tallahassee and our friends in surrounding areas are a bit gloomy today. And finally, to take a look at our weekend forecast, again today we are experiencing mostly cloudy conditions and temperatures feel like they are around 67 degrees. There's about 91% chance of humidity, so ladies, this may not be the most ideal hair day for us, but tomorrow will be mainly sunny and Sunday will also be mainly sunny and our high will reach about 70 degrees. Winds are going to be moving northeast at around 5 to 10 miles per hour, so this weekend is really looking up for us folks and we will be experiencing some real springtime weather. And that's all for today's weather, everyone. Back to you guys at the desk.
Tristan, thank you so much. And Ayana, one thing we can look forward to is tomorrow. Beautiful weather, not too hot, not too cold.
Yes, I definitely will be looking forward to that.
All right. Well, coming up in sports.
Yes. Find out what team FSU women's basketball will have to defend in the Sweet 16 and check out the latest rankings in the March Madness tournament. We'll have all that and more next in sports. You're watching News 20 at 5.
Welcome back to News 20 at 5. I'm Taylor Bishop with your sports. The Florida State women's basketball team will face the third-seeded Arizona State Lady Sun Devils for their Sweet 16 matchup. The game will be today at 9:30 and at Greensboro Coliseum on ESPN2. The Lady Noles and the Lady Sun Devils will meet for just their fourth time in history, with the Sun Devils leading the series 2-1, all-time with FSU winning the last meeting. The Lady Noles are attempting to reach their second Elite Eight berth in team history. And the 36 FSU relays began today at Mike Long Track and feature Colgate, post-Colgate, and high school talent. Florida State will host Miami, North Carolina, and Ohio State in a 4-team scored competition for men and women. Florida State track coach Bob Raymond said he's excited for the return of the team concept for FSU relays, and now that fans can have an actual scores they can follow throughout the meet. And the Florida State football team had to cancel their second spring practice on Thursday due to stomach virus suffered for several members on the team, according to their sports information department. The Noles spring game is still set for April 11th at 2 p.m. and will air on ESPN3.
Thank you, Taylor. Well, stay tuned. You're watching News 20 at 5. In Tallahassee's 40th Annual Springtime Festival begins tomorrow. The event features lots of fun for family and friends with live musical performances, arts and craft booths, and food vendors. The Grand Parade steps off on Monroe Street at 10:30 a.m. and ends on Madison Street, just past the state capitol. Well, that's going to do it for us this afternoon. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you back on Monday.